Hello and welcome to LBC Math Methods. Today we are going to look at how to interpret, analyze, and compare data that we find on bar graphs. Right here we have an example of a bar graph. We asked 100 fifth graders what their favorite sport was between soccer, basketball, football, and tennis. Now we already know that there are four main parts to a graph. We have the title, the labels, the scale, and the bars. To interpret the data that we find on the graph, we can ask questions such as how many? How many students chose soccer as their favorite sport? Based on the graph, we can see that 13 chose soccer as their favorite sport. We also know that 46 students chose basketball, 32 chose football, and 9 chose tennis. We can compare this data by asking which sport was the most popular amongst the students, or which sport did the most students choose as their favorite. Based on the graph, we know that basketball was picked the most and tennis was picked the least. We can also answer questions using this data, such as how many more students chose basketball than football as their favorite sport. And we can represent this by showing 46, which is the number who chose basketball as their favorite, minus 32, which is the number that chose football as their favorite, and we get 14. Therefore, 14 more students chose basketball as their favorite sport. We can also ask a question such as how many more students chose tennis or basketball rather than football or soccer? This is the same type of problem, just a little more complicated. We can use parentheses to represent the one side, which is 9 representing tennis, plus 46. And we're going to subtract 32 plus 13. We do this because we have the word or in the problem. How many more students chose tennis or basketball rather than football or soccer? We complete this problem and solve for the answer. 9 plus 46 equals 55. 32 plus 13 equals 45. We subtract them and we get 10 students as our final answer. Therefore, we know that 10 more students chose tennis or basketball rather than football or soccer. And that is how you use data off of bar graphs to interpret and analyze and compare information that you're given.